NCIS. Origin star Kyle Schmid puts his mustache to good use. The actor makes an impassioned plea for mental health awareness for men. Movember, as the name would imply, takes places annually in November, when men grow mustaches to raise awareness and funds for men's health issues. Despite already sporting the necessary facial hair for his role as Mike Franks on NCIS Origins, Kyle Schmid put his character's mustache to good use for a good cause. Mental health. Movember's got an umbrella of things from prostate cancers to other things, but for me it's mental health, Schmid told Parade during an interview for Origins. I've known people who have struggled with substance abuse. I've lost friends to suicide. I'm in an industry that's full of incredibly talented, vulnerable people, and we celebrate that vulnerability. It's at times what makes us great actors. But wearing your heart on your sleeve comes at a price. At the same time, it's giving me a perspective to kind of step outside of that and see what's going on around me and the rest of the world. It isn't just digging into his emotions for his acting roles that has affected Schmid's mental health, but he suffered the death of his mother last November, which also gave him a look at how other members of his family were dealing with their grief. Seeing how that affected my family, loss gives you perspective, Schmid continued. Without pain there is no change. With pain there's growth. I just decided that I wasn't going to let an opportunity like this pass me by again, where I was on a show, and I just didn't take the opportunity to try and make a bit of a difference. He was also influenced by the birth of his daughter. I had my daughter 9 weeks ago, so I've got a family that I want to try. It sounds cliche, but I want to make a better world for her. I hope that whoever she's dating in the future, whoever it is, lives in a world where mental health isn't a conversation that is shunned. I hope that there's not a negative stigma around it. Because life is hard, period, for everybody. Let's talk about it. The Movember Foundation was formed in 2003, and the following year began running Movember events to raise awareness and funds for men's health issues. If there is one thing NCIS Origins knows how to get right, it's an emotional journey filled with tears and fears. No character on the show is safe from development. We just hope the show picks up the pace a little. One of the main concerns viewers have for the premiere season is that Special Agent Lala Dominguez needs to be developed and utilized correctly. Considering how well NCIS Origins has done developing Gibbs, Franks, and even Randy, I'd have to agree with that assessment of Lala. If you read the NCIS Origins Season 1 Episode 4 review, you know we had to give it up to the actress who played the little girl. Hattie Hoskins as Mildred Jones was absolutely incredible. Everything in the episode led to the moment Gibbs, Austin Stoll, parted ways with one of his daughter's favorite toys. That was when Gibbs turned a corner and faced everything he had been trying not to feel. It was a tearful moment that Gibbs shared with Mary Jo, which led to Gibbs finally accepting Frank's dinner invitation. Out of every other episode so far, this is the one that saw Gibbs make a change for the better. Lastly, the one thing that stayed with me and still does is how high Mary Jo's damn heels were in this episode. That woman can do no wrong looking as fabulous as she always does. This was the kind of episode Gibbs should look back on in embarrassment. Did he help solve the case? Absolutely. Did he do it completely unhinged? The man was nuttier than a squirrel up a tree. Gibbs broke just about every protocol while trying to detain a suspect in an elevator. Sure, his instincts were right about the security guard, Prado, but Gibbs didn't make any friends with his tactics. He completely disregarded everything Randy said, forcing the NIS golden boy to struggle between supporting his partner or following protocol. It's not exactly Agent of the Month behavior.